Hi guys, so I'm gonna do my first real resin pour. You've seen me do something with resin before, but it was covering the canvas. But this time I'm gonna do colors in the resin. And as I've been told, you mix up the A and the B. And what I can see at the moment is, because I've used art resin before, and I have been playing around with it a little bit just to see, what I can expect. And the thing is that it holds a lot less bubbles than art resin. And I'm not saying one is better than the other, totally not. But I'm just gonna tell you guys what I feel is the difference between the two. So this is Mastercast with the makers of Resi-Blast, and as you can see, it mixes a lot. I don't know, it's just thinner, I guess. It's easier to mix. I'll get the other one in a bit. I just want to get this stirred. I dinked around with a little bit because I wanted to know if these plastic cups can hold it, and as I can see, they hold up. They don't do they don't crumble or warp or whatever, so that's good. So see, I'm just making sure it's all mixed up, going along the sides, making sure I got the bottom, pulling it up from the bottom, just totally mixing it up. And this is very easy. You measure it out, one-on-one, one part A, one part B, so no mix-ups at all. I know a couple of resins you have to do 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, and that's pretty annoying, especially when you make a mistake. And the bit I dinked with, I did like this, like beating eggs, because I wanted to see how it held the air bubbles, but it does pretty good. So that's that. As you can see down here, this is the updated sponsor list. So I want to thank you all, guys. I'm not going to talk too much because, when you do resin, you have a window of opportunity, and I don't want to miss it. So this is what I did. Don't know if you can really see it without all the glare of the, but it is pretty. And what I did, I poured it on Yupo. Just to be able to look up close and see what it did. And the thing is that when I did this, I thought, wow, let's make this really thin. And then you could just cut out things for jewelry. If you cut out the most interesting bits, wow, you would have some really interesting jewelry. You could even put another clear layer of Mastercast on top, just to give it more depth. But look at that, it almost, there are pieces in there that look so much like stone. I'll give you a close-up later. So what I want to pour on is this, a record. Oh, I forgot to put some stuff on the back. That might be better because you don't want the resin falling through. So we're going to do that. Oops, now I've got to put it straight back. Hope I got it in the middle. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, now what we have is Resi metal. I have a silver. And I have the blue, which is a beautiful, beautiful dark blue. And I want to do a couple of the primary elements. One of them really looks like the Resi metal, but I like the intense blue. And I'll just do a couple of light colors like the African Jade and the Stargazer. And we're going to put this all together. So I think I stirred it enough. So I'll put a little bit in the cup. Then I take my primary elements, and I've already done this in the previous one, and I'm telling you, it mixes beautifully. again, better than the art resin. Look at this. Art resin, I really had to let it soak and soak and soak. But this, look at it. This is amazing. And I know you've all been looking for something, you know, to put your primary elements in. Look, it's already done. It's already totally incorporated with the resin. And what a beautiful color it is. You don't even have to stir anymore, it's done. Now the other color, that is putting a little bit of resin in. Don't want too much. And then putting in this one. That's a little bit too much, I think. This is the first one was Stargazer. This is Blue Flame. Then getting another stick. Now watch how fast. Look at all the powder. Now look. There is no soak up time. It's just, look at that. It's already done. Before you know it, it's in there. It's already, I don't know what the difference is, and that's something you'll have to ask the company, but this is different than art resin, absolutely. The art resin, I had a lot of difficulty getting those pigments in, but this is, it's done. So we got that color. Then I want a little bit more of that African jade because I love African jade. African jade is my favorite color. And it looks kind of blue when you get it out, but really when you stir it, it goes a little bit more green. Now watch. Is that amazing or what? I love this. You know, if you have to really take a long time to let it soak into the resin, you know, then you're going to be missing a lot of time for the initial pour. So there it goes. It's all in there. And this one has a sort of a blue. When you look over it, it's blue. But when you put it like this in the light, it shines something beautiful. So it's all in there, look. Absolutely fully taken up by the resin. Okay, we got these 3 colors. Then we want some, ooh, more cups. Then we want the silver. And we will not do too much of that silver because I was told you don't need that much. So I'll put these aside for mistakes. That's that. And this is the metal, the Resi metal. And that's a really beautiful, beautiful silver. And as you can see, it just takes a couple of stirs with the stick and you're ready. That's it. Now for this record, you know, I am just a newbie with this kind of stuff. So what I have is, oh yeah, I need some more blue. Now I'm gonna do the rest. I'm gonna do it with this, the Resi Tint acrylic. And it's marine blue, and I love the color. So I'm putting in a couple of drops, and I'm gonna stir it up. Look at that. I love this color. It fits absolutely with the primary elements. And as you can see, there's no air bubbles. All the air bubbles are gone. Well, of course, I'm stirring some in again, but you know, this is a superior resin. I can promise you that. And you know, I'm not a resin artist, so this will probably be, well, this one, and I'm going to do one tomorrow on a big blackboard, and I'm going to use the rest of the resin. But you know that I don't think around. If it's not better than art resin, I will absolutely say it. And I'm sure Aram from the company would agree that, you know, I can only be honest about what I'm working with. So look at that, no air bubbles whatsoever. I think that's kind of amazing. Okay, well, here we go. So I'll get another big cup. Because it should all fit in there. And I am going to start with, I think I'll do the Resi-Blast in first in every color and then in between the layers. Just a tiny few drops, not too much. You don't want too much of that stuff in there. You can see it react. So I'm going to stir it in a little bit. All the colors. Just like that. Ooh, especially works in the silver. And it's in the base color. So I'm going to put in base color. New drop. Then some silver. Putting it on top. Then getting that blue. But not forgetting to put a couple of drops of Resi in. So I'm sure you can pull this out when it's ready, when it's dry. That's it. Then this beautiful, beautiful color. What I did on the Yupo, that is about 20 of, no, 10 milliliters, 10 milliliters. And here I got 85, so I gotta have enough, I hope. Okay, the other thing, because I was dinking around with the other one, I was on top of it pretty much with my face, looking at what it was doing. And there's absolutely nothing going on with my eyes, and that I find very important, because the thing is with the other resin, I had burning eyes, and I really don't like that. That's the only thing that keeps me away from this stuff, because my eyes are sensitive, and of course there'll be a lot of people out there that even have more sensitive eyes, but I can tell you there's nothing going on with my eyes as I'm using this. Oh, we got some rain again. Now, before I was going to do anything with this, Aram sent me the fact sheets, and I find that is very important. But to my amazement, they have to do stuff. Oh, of course, to my amazement, they're in the UK, I guess. But they have to do everything that they do to European standards. And I know that that is a little bit higher than the American standards. So, you know, just to give yourself a good peace of mind when you're working with this stuff, those European standards, they are pretty tough. And the thing is that you just don't get past those guys. It's very difficult to do anything, make anything, distribute anything without, you know, those people looking over your shoulder. Okay, let's do this. Ooh, surprise, surprise. Let's see what's happening. Very interesting. Wow, I love this. Look at that, guys. So I will need a little bit more, but I think we will do a little tilty thing. And as you can see, I'm pretty much on top of this. And there's nothing going on with my eyes, which I love. Oh, I don't even want to touch it anymore because I love, oh, this is something that I have been looking for in acrylic paint, but just can't get it. So let me get it up close. Look at that. Now I really, really want those little gaps filled up. So now everyone's asking, oh, you got the perfect amount. Yes, I did. Only a couple of drops in there. And I used 85 grams. Look at that. Oh, wow. This is going to be one beautiful clock. So I'm just helping it fill in those little gaps. As you can see, just a tiny little bit of help. That's it. We're going to leave it like this because I love it. Here you can see a lot of stuff going on all over the place, but in the middle you got everything, all cells. There's so many cells in there. Look at that. And it's totally flat. I'm going to lay it back down because I'm going to just help it release a couple of those little air bubbles. Look over it. That's it. Now, the other thing is that the Resi-Blast, I know I've been reading a little bit about it because, you know, I want to be prepared when I do something. And a lot of people are saying, oh, that's just silicone. That's nothing but silicone. I can tell you it's not. Absolutely. Aram told me, nope, sorry, it's not silicone. It's an organic substance. Of course, they're not going to tell everyone what it is, but you understand that it's not silicone. And I'm pretty sure he wouldn't lie to me because I don't know if you can see it, but it is totally flat. There is absolutely, and you've seen how much I put in there. There is not one single bit of dents or dimples or whatever you call it. It's just not in there. There's no dimples. Ooh, I do see a couple of air bubbles though, so I'll have to do that again. But how pretty is it? It is totally stunning and glittery and just fully amazing. And you know, I didn't even think about all the colors because I think I should have done a little bit more of a contrast color. But I really like this, so I'm going to just leave it as is. But of course I could have done something over the top. And right now my hands are kind of itching to do that. Because I have a lot of that stuff left over. And I could color it, I guess. No, let's not do that. But I am putting it together in one cup. Oh, no. Let's not do it. Right, guys? Who's saying, yeah, go for it, Annemarie, do it? No. Let's see how this looks. And you can see how long you can work with this stuff, and that is kind of cool because I like being able to do something. You know, when the pour doesn't really turn out like you like it, I like to be able to do something to it. So, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave this one as is because this is going to be a clock. I'm going to make a clock out of it. But as you can see, I still have some more left over. See that? And it's so pretty. But I don't want to do it. Nope, I'm not going to ruin it. I like this. You know, if you put like a silver hands on the clock, this is going to be stunning, really. It's going to be a piece that, wow, you can look at forever. Now I just want to do one more bubble release. I see a couple of bubbles here. That's it. this isn't what you see here isn't bubbles. That's from the label that I took off. So too bad, we can't help that. But I can promise you there are no dimples from the Resi-Blast. So not on this one. Another thing that was important is that, you know, if you've used this a couple of years ago or something like that, ooh, it's not level. I can see that now. Wow, that is kind of not cool. Okay, I gotta put this somewhere where it is level. I will have to take it off. Sorry guys, gotta do this. Okay, what I really want to say is when I took it over to the window and the light from outside was shining on it, oh, it is stunning. There's like big, I don't know what you call it, but I'll show that tomorrow. Oh yeah, I was talking about the resin. The thing is, if you've used this a couple of years ago or a year ago, I don't know, you should try it again, because they constantly make this stuff better. They improve it, improve it, improve it, and I'm telling you, I've stood here above this stuff, nothing with my eyes. I don't smell anything that's nasty. There's absolutely no smell. I smell something like, yeah, I can't place it, but it's totally not like paint or something like turpentine or something that, you know, that is in that other resin that's really sharp. So I don't smell anything. It's not doing anything to my eyes. And to tell you the truth, now I feel like I want to do some more resin. So I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna watch some more videos on YouTube, and I am going to do a pour tomorrow. I'll show you. It's gonna be a bigger one, this big. Whoops, whoops, whoops. That's pretty big, so I'll have to set up a camera, I guess. And I'm gonna be pouring on a big black board. And I'm gonna get myself some more sparkly colors. I want to use some bronze, gold. I want to do all kinds of colors. So this stuff is so amazing. I'm sorry, but I'm getting distracted by how beautiful this stuff is. Okay, guys, this is it for today. Tomorrow, I'm sure that my record will be dry enough to handle, and I'll show it to you. But as a recap, I want to say nothing wrong with my eyes. I don't smell it. It doesn't burn in my throat. It mixes faster with the primary elements than anything I've ever seen. You saw me do it, so that's how fast it went. It's a one-on-one, so A and a B, you put them together, very easy. What I like to do is weigh it. I put it on a little scale, so I'm absolutely sure I have the right amount. What else? The Resi-Blast gives some pretty cool effects, pretty close to the acrylic pouring. I like that too. And it can go into these little cups, and I like that too. And maybe if you want to know what this is, it says PP, and PP is usually the PP. PP is usually the kind of plastic. So you can check that out, because that's kind of cool. I'm gonna keep them though, because I'm gonna see tomorrow if I can pull out that stuff. Just like I promised you guys. Look, this is the primary elements with the Vivid. See that? And the cup is clean, and you can use it again. There's that stuff. So if you got acrylic in here, you can just pull it out, and it's fantastic. These cups are beautiful. So I'm gonna keep all the cups. See if I can pull that out tomorrow too. And I'm gonna see you tomorrow with the big black painting that I'm gonna pour. And I'm gonna be using some really contrasting colors, because I want to do something that's totally gonna blow your mind. So I want to thank Aaron for giving me these products to test. I really enjoyed it. What I don't enjoy is that you got me hooked on resin now, so that's not going to be good because I got so much going on, and now I have to buy all this resin stuff. But we're going to have fun. Okay. Sorry if I got you guys hooked on this stuff too. I'm sorry. See you all tomorrow. Have a beautiful and very stress-free Saturday evening. And I'll see you all tomorrow. And we're going to do the big pour. Okay? Love you all. Bye-bye.